Alright guys, so it's that time of year to start just wrapping everything up, and I finally wanted to do my video on what are my favorite earbuds from 2023. Now this doesn't necessarily mean that they all came out this year, but as of right now these are still available, and for whatever reason, and I'll explain in each one of these are why these stand out to me. These are why these are my favorite, or it's why, you know, I think it's time to get excited about a certain type of technology. And these are not reviews on each one of these. Obviously, my opinions aren't going to match with everybody else's. You know, that's kind of the thing with audio stuff. Always keep in mind, everybody has a different preference when it comes to sound. Like, sound is just subjective. It's going to be different for me than it is going to be for Flossie Carter or El Jefe or any of these other reviewers that are out here covering earbuds. So I'm going to just go ahead and jump right into this. This isn't necessarily in any specific order, so also keep that in mind. But the first one that I wanted to point out, and this is the most budget-friendly one on the list, is the Earfun Free Pro 3. Now these normally come in at $79, although I think right now they're on sale for $69. And at $69, you're getting a pair of earbuds that have Snapdragon sound with aptX adaptive playback. It has Bluetooth 5.3, so it has that multi-point connection. You can connect to more than one device at a time. It also has that gaming mode, so you can use these across the board with different types of media and not necessarily have to worry about lag. And the sound quality to me is just on par with the more expensive earbuds out there. And I think honestly being able to get this in a package that you can pick up for under $70 is very impressive. Now the next one on the list is the Soundcore Liberty 4 NC. Now these come in at $99, and I actually like these over the regular Liberty 4s because I feel like the noise canceling is definitely better on this pair. Now they're using custom 11mm drivers. This pair also has LDAC playback, so you're getting some really solid, if not the best, Bluetooth audio quality that you can get out of these, and the battery life is so impressive. You can get 10 hours of use on the earbuds on a single charge, and with the charging case you can get 50 hours total. Now this is another pair that uses Bluetooth 5.3, so you also have the multi-point connection, and it works with Soundcore's app. And if you have ever used Soundcore's app, or if you've watched any of my videos on Soundcore products in the past, Soundcore just has one of the best apps out there. And you mix that with the fact that these have that Soundcore just sound signature to them, plenty of punch with a lot of space. It never feels bloated, it never feels messy or congested, and it's just a very fun earbud to listen to. And again, having that impressive noise canceling mixed with all of that and being able to get it for $99 is very intriguing. Now the next one on the list is going to shock some people because I didn't initially like these, and this is the Bose Quiet Comfort 2 earbuds. I felt like they were way overpriced, and I still feel like their regular retail price of about $300, it is overpriced, but you can really find them right now for about $199. And in my opinion, the Quiet Comfort 2 is the best of the best when it comes to noise canceling out there. Now I am usually a Sony fanboy, but I do feel like the XM5s kind of dropped the ball this year. I wasn't as impressed with them. I didn't like the fit of them. I didn't like the overall noise canceling. I still felt like the XM4s is a better earbud compared to the XM5s, but this year I think the Quiet Comfort 2 kind of leapfrogged the XM5s and just is the better noise canceling earbud. On top of the noise canceling, you're getting that Bluetooth 5.3 with that multi-point connection, and the sound quality that these have, it actually has some pretty excellent range to them. I mean, it's very detailed, it's very crisp and clean. I don't feel like they necessarily are holding back on the low end. I feel like there's plenty of punch there. So it's a fun earbud to listen to with some pretty incredible noise canceling, and it just isolates you from everything around you. And that's technically what you want in a noise canceling pair of earbuds. So the next one on the list, and this one's probably not a surprise if you follow this channel, is the Status Between 3A and C. And I'm also going to rope in the Status Between Pro into this, because if you don't need the noise canceling, you can save $100 and go with the Pro, because right now you can get the between 3 ANCs for about $199, but you can get the Pros for $99. And essentially what you're getting with these is a pair that's using a single dynamic driver mixed with 2 balanced armature drivers, and it's just some of the best detail that you're going to get out of a pair of true wireless earbuds. It's very bright, so it's not going to be for everybody, but again, it just makes it extremely detailed, and the noise canceling on the 3 ANCs is actually very impressive. And again, at $199, it's going to be right there at the price of the Bose Quiet Comfort 2s, and sound quality alone, I would go with the 3 ANC over the Quiet Comfort 2s. But for noise canceling, I would go with the Bose. So it really is going to just kind of come down to what you're looking for. But from a sound standpoint alone, it's going to be hard to beat the status between 3 ANC and the status between Pro. Now, the next one on the list I don't think came out this year, but they have made some very significant improvements on this pair, and that is the Pixel Buds Pro. You know, once Google released the Pixel 8 and the Pixel 8 Pro, they added some features in the Pixel Buds. They have improved the noise canceling, they've improved the sound, they've improved the bass, because they give you some bass options that you didn't have when these initially came out. And overall, it's a very impressive pair of earbuds. The noise canceling is very good on these. And if you're somebody like me that uses a Pixel phone, it just really kind of ties into that and just works very fluid with a Pixel device. And so it's kind of like the same thing if you're an Apple user and you're using the AirPods or the AirPod Pros. It just kind of works well within that ecosystem, and I feel the same way about the Pixel Buds Pro. And as a Pixel user, this is what has made me kind of gravitate towards using these a little bit more than some of the other earbuds. Now, the next one on the list, this one's going to be kind of foreign to a lot of people. This is not a mainstream earbud. If you are not in the audio world at all, you probably have never heard of these, and that is the Final ZE8000. This is not a cheap pair of earbuds. They normally retail for $349. Right now you can pick them up for about $236, so that is quite the price drop, or the sale right now through the holidays. And basically, this is one of the best sounding earbuds you're going to find. This is a company that focuses a lot on audio quality. These are finely tuned in a way where they're trying to get the most out of everything. They're using what they call 8K sound, which is basically trying to give you this very open sound in a pair of earbuds, with still allowing you to just kind of feel like you're in a natural environment, being able to tell where different things are coming from. The Finals do an incredible job here. They also released a normal pair of headphones, and I think they're the UX3000, I can't remember the model number, and that, you know, pair of headphones I was extremely impressed with. So Final is one of those companies that's doing some really impressive things when it comes to audio quality, and the ZE8000 is just an incredible pair based off sound quality alone. Outside of the sound, there's not really any big like bells and whistles here. It's not a noise canceling pair. There's not like, you know, any special features. It does have Snapdragon sound, so that is definitely a huge feature, but that's just kind of helping you get the most out of your sound quality, which is just tying into the way these are tuned. I was just really impressed with these. Now, the next one on the list is probably the earbud that I've gone to the most. If anybody asks me what's my favorite, what's my go-to, it is the Soundpeats Opera 05. And I did not expect these to be. I mean, even based off the price, these normally retail for 99 bucks, and they're not really on sale. That's what you can get them at. But because they originally started as like an Indiegogo or a Kickstarter funded project, they weren't really easy to get a hold of. So it kind of just flew under the radar. But I've had this pair from the beginning, and you know, again, I just reach for these more often than others. I mean, it has LDAC playback. It has 12mm dynamic drivers mixed with 2 balanced armature drivers. There is so much emphasis on the low end. I'm a bass head, and this checks that box easily. But also the balanced armature drivers is allowing these to have so much brightness in the treble and detail in the mids. I mean, this is an excellent pair for hearing vocalists. It's an excellent pair for hearing subtle things in songs, but still allowing you to feel the punch or the rumble of bass. And again, it just doesn't feel like it's holding anything back, and that's really what I look for in a pair of earbuds. And again, having them at $100 just makes them probably the easiest pair to recommend to anybody. I think the only setback or negative in my opinion is probably the fit. I had no issue with the fit, but I have seen or heard of people having issues with keeping them in their ears because they're a little bit larger, but if you're cramming that much into an earbud, that's kind of to be expected. And then the last one that I wanted to throw in here. Now, this isn't like my #1 pick of the year, but this pair gets me excited about the technology that we can see in true wireless earbuds moving forward, and that is the Eco Active Buds. Now, I've covered these recently. The big standout thing about these is the case having that screen and also having the technology to basically use this as a standalone device. You can pop a SIM card into the case and use it as a phone to take phone calls. You can, even respond to messages and all of that right there within the case, and being able to have Spotify. They've even updated these to now be able to have Apple Music and Tidal, all of that on the case. And that is so convenient. It's a technology I want to see moving forward. I think I said in the video, if Apple had something like this on the AirPods, it would fly off the shelf. If Google had something like this on the Pixel Buds, it would be a huge Android selling device. It's so much more convenient than I can explain here. And on top of that, Eco is one of my favorite companies when it comes to IEMs. I just love the way that they tune their products, and they tuned these earbuds the exact same way. So it is a dynamic sounding pair of earbuds. It has that Harman curve, plenty of punch in the low end, plenty of brightness in the treble. Again, a lot of detail in the mids, but the technology in this pair is what has me excited. And it's not cheap. It's, again, one of the first pairs to dive into this. So it does come in at $329. But, that's close to the cost of a lot of earbuds just on their own. So having this technology, having this sound, again, just has me really excited in what type of technology we can see in the future with earbuds. But guys, that's going to wrap up my video here. I know this was kind of quick. Again, it's not a review of each earbud. It's just a quick explanation of why each one of these stand out and why they're some of my favorites of this year. If you feel like I missed any, or if you guys have some favorites, definitely put them down in the comment section. I love to check out earbuds. Anything new, I'm always open to it. But guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. Thank you so much for checking out all the other videos. And as always, make sure to stay tuned for more.